So, hello and welcome, students. Today I am going to tell you something about the recording of transaction. Now, this is where the accountancy starts. Earlier, in our earlier class, we have discussed about the definition of accounting. What was that? Accounting is the art of recording, classifying and summarizing the financial transactions and interpreting the results thereof. Is the art of recording, we have discussed this. Classifying, we have also discussed this, and summarizing, we have discussed this one also. So, recording, classifying and summarizing has been discussed. The financial transactions and interpreting the results thereof. The financial transaction means what we are going to do in our accountancy. The very subject matter of accountancy is recording of financial transactions. Now, recording of transactions is done in the book called journal. Classifying the transactions are recorded in ledger, and summarizing the transactions includes preparation of trial balance, profit and loss account and balance sheet. These profit and loss account and balance sheet together are called final accounts. These are prepared at the end of the year, at the last day of the financial year or accounting year. We will study all these things step by step, but first recording of transactions in journal and interpretation of the results. See, recording we have done it, classifying we have done it, and summarizing we have also done it. Now interpreting. Interpreting the result means involves computation of various accounting ratios etc. to know about the liquidity, solvency and profitability of the business. These are higher accountancy and we will do it in class 12, not in this year. But accounting ratios, we will discuss about this thing in class 12. Now we will discuss about journal. So journal, this is the format of a journal. What is journal? Journal records all daily transactions of a business in the order in which they occur. Journal is the book of original record. The process of recording transactions in a journal is termed as journalizing. This is the format. Journal, the first column is called date. This is the particulars column. The second column, this is where we will journalize the transactions, this place. This is the ledger folio, third column, and every recording of transaction has two steps: debit and credit side. Debit and credit side. So fourth and fifth column are debit and credit side representing equal amount of amount. We will know very soon how this looks like. Once again, journal is records all daily transactions of a business in the order in which they occur. Journal is the book of original record. The process of recording transactions in a journal is called journalizing. Now, when we journalize any transaction, it is called double entry system of bookkeeping. Double entry system of bookkeeping. Double entry bookkeeping in accountancy is a system of bookkeeping where every entry to an account requires a corresponding and opposite entry to a different account. It has two equal and corresponding sides and they are called debit and credit side. Remember when I showed the journal, I showed you the journal, it has a debit and credit side. It should be equal and corresponding. A equal debit is equal to credit. Debit and credit should be always equal. Usually the left hand side of an account is called debit side and the right hand side is called credit side. Normally debited accounts are assets account and expenses accounts. Debit increases the total quantity of money or financial value and a credit decreases the amount or value. Normally credited accounts are liability account and revenue accounts. In such cases credits increase the account's value and debits decrease it. In double entry bookkeeping, transactions always affect at least two accounts. It always has at least one debit and one credit. That's what we have discussed right here. It always has total debits and total credits that are equal. Two equal and corresponding side debit and credit, this is we have discussed here. Let's take example. We take bank loan of rupees 10,000. For example, What happens now? Now recording the transaction would require a debit of rupees 10,000, that is the asset account, which is cash account. A credit of rupees 10,000 would be the liability account, which is the bank loan account. Recording the transaction would require a debit of rupees 10,000, which is the asset account, that is the cash account, and a credit of rupees 10,000, that is the liability account, is the bank loan account. Now these are called accounting entries. In the double entry accounting system, at least 2 accounting entries are required to record each financial transactions. Entries may occur in asset or liability or equity or expense or in revenue accounts. We will study that one by one while discussing this journal. Recording of a debit amount to one or more accounts and an equal credit amount to one or more accounts results in total debit is equal to total credits. If accounting entries are recorded without error, the aggregate balance of all accounts having debit balance will equal to the aggregate balance of all accounts having credit balance. Now these things, these are the basic theories. We are going to learn these one by one as we will approach with our problem. Right now, just remember, a total debit should always equal to total credits, and the accounting entries are recorded in the books of accounts, which we have already know is journal. So recapitulate this, study this in your home and give me the feedbacks, and in our next class we will learn about journalizing the transaction.